when we are able to just come to that very simple, basic understanding, we've just created like an entire world for ourselves, you know? And, you know, a world that, you know, we're in, that we feel good in, you know, a world in which we empower each other and we support each other, you know, but when it comes to sexuality, it's nobody's business. What's going on, everybody? This is Desiire, and I am an R&B singer-songwriter, originally from the Democratic Republic of Congo, now in Toronto, and this is my off-the-record session. All right, so let's get into these records. I love records so much, so this is so exciting. And a little birdie told me that there might be some questions in here, so I feel like there's gonna be a bunch of stuff in here. What's this one? Prince. Everybody loves Prince, and I love Prince. Prince is incredible. Fearless. I think every time that I listen to a Prince song, every time that I watch a Prince video, everything he does is just so fearless and so about it, you know? And, you know, early on in my career, I had a lot of self-doubt, and I had a lot of like, oh, you know, I don't know if I could do this, and, you know, is this gonna work out, this, that, and the third. But every time I look at Prince, he's just, I think, the epitome of just do you to the 10,000%, and yeah, see where that goes. But let's get into questions. Okay, so Closer is a sexy R&B jam. How did the idea for the song come about? For Closer, I really wanted to do a classic R&B record. You know, as an R&B lover, growing up with R&B, listening to R&B everywhere, at school, at home, on TV. There was always that one song on the album, that one slow jam on the album that like gave you all the feels, you know? And of course you had your up tempos and your mid tempos, but there was always just that one slow jam that just, you know, gave you all the feels and, you know, made you feel really good. And I had gotten to a point in my career where I was experimenting with a lot of different sounds, you know, electronic, you know, some R&B, some pop here and there. And I was like, damn, like I feel like I don't have like my R&B record, you know, or like my singing record. And as soon as I heard the track, I was like, this is it, you know, and it's my favorite song to perform. I do it acoustically, I do it with a band, I do it with a track. And yeah, I think out of all of my songs, this is the song that I'm probably most proud of. So yeah, that was the inspiration for Closer. I think we got another question in here. How do you want people to feel when they listen to Desiire? Feel how you feel. Feel how you feel. I never like to get specific in my songs. I don't like to get into like nitty-gritty details when it comes to song, because I like to keep things open for interpretation. You know, sometimes I've listened to songs and, you know, a song will mean something to me that is completely different from this person or that person, or completely different to the person that wrote it, you know? And I enjoy listening to music with my story in mind, you know? So how do I want people to feel? I want people to feel however you want to feel. You know, whether that is sad or excited or angry or happy or sensual, you know, feel exactly how you want to feel, because, you know, my music is just here to set the pace. You know, after that, it's your own race, right? Because I've already taken what I needed to take from me making the music. You know, everything after that is up to the listener. Okay, let's keep going. So we got a lot of really cool records here. We got the Jackson 5. What else we got? We got Isaac Hayes. Let me tell you something about Isaac Hayes. His cover art are incredible. It's crazy because I just released a single a couple months ago, and one of the inspirations was Isaac Hayes and all of his incredible cover arts. And of course, we're not even gonna get into the voice and the catalog and just the live performances. He's just such an incredible artist and such somebody that I look up to a lot. Okay, here we go. So you were born in the Democratic Republic of Congo. How old were you when you immigrated, and in what ways did moving to Canada impact you with respect to your identity? Shout out to Congo, shout out to all my Congolese people. I immigrated to North America when I was 12. And how did it impact me? It changed everything. It changed my entire being. You know, I coming from a French-speaking country with, you know, neighbors, you know, that you've known for years and years, and family and aunties and uncles, and you know, having that incredible support system, you know, with you, and having that taken away from you. Because when we moved here, it was just my siblings and my single mother. And we pretty much started from scratch. We came with nothing but the clothes on our backs, literally. We had a suitcase, and, you know, we packed a couple things, and we just left everything behind. And, you know, what that does to the spirit, I think it changed me. It made me more resilient. It made me a stronger person. It made me learn to adapt to different situations. You know, I didn't speak any English before coming here. So coming into a country where everybody speaks English, and I'm like, I don't understand anything. I don't understand anything of what's happening. And, you know, growing up in Africa in the 90s, you know, and this is something every time I mention it, people are like, oh, damn, is that for real? One of my very first times seeing like a group of white people together, I know this is gonna be very strange, but like, I didn't see white people back home, you know? So coming into the airport here and just seeing, you know, people that don't look like you, it was just such a weird, mind-blowing experience. So combining all these things together, you know, I think it's impacted my music, it's impacted the way that I dress, the way that I am. You know, Congolese people, we love to be extra, you know what I mean? We love colors, we love dressing up, you know, we love lively music, you know, and I think I've taken all of the lessons that being a young African has taught me, and just tried to find a way to, you know, make it current, make it now. So, yeah. Shout out to all my Congolese folks, and shout out to all the incredible Congolese artists in the city as well, too. What's something you desire for people to understand when tackling issues relating to gender and sexuality? I'm gonna be honest, and I'm going to say that it is nobody's business. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. Who you love, who you go home with, who you spend your time with, who you connect to, that is a personal choice, you know? And I think that, you know, when we are able to just come to that very simple, basic understanding, we've just created like an entire world for ourselves, you know? And, you know, a world that, you know, we're in, that we feel good in, you know, a world in which we empower each other and we support each other, you know, but when it comes to sexuality, it's nobody's business. What else we got in here? It's getting hot. It's getting really hot, but I feel like there might be a couple more answers in here. I mean, questions. I keep calling them answers, but they're questions. Okay. What was it like being involved in ArtistCAN rendition of Lean On Me alongside Canadian icons like Jan Arden and Justin Bieber? It was a surreal experience. It was a surreal experience, and you know, I'm so incredibly glad that I was able to to be in that moment and to experience that moment, because artists that look like me and artists that are like me don't usually get the opportunity to showcase themselves. You know, I think for a lot of my career, I felt like I was being put in a box, and I was being told that there were certain things that I would be able to do as a queer artist, and there were certain things I wouldn't be able to do, you know. And when this opportunity came about, it was really important for me to do the best that I, you know, could, and to really represent for all of the artists that look like me, that sound like me, and that have similar stories, you know, than me, to feel empowered, you know. And I felt so empowered in that moment, not necessarily because of the folks that were involved in the, you know, in the track, in the release, but what it meant for me to be there. You know, I came to Canada with literally a single mother, siblings, and like nothing but the clothes on our back. And to be in that moment with iconic Canadian artists and to feel and to not feel out of place was a really great experience. So yeah, I felt really good. Yeah, and I got to sing with like some incredible artists. I got to sing with Avril Lavigne. I was like, what is going on here? Like, just crazy, you know, just like people that you grew up idolizing. So it was a really cool moment. Kool and the Gang, shout out to Kool and the Gang. Okay, here we go. Ladies' night, yes. Okay. Do you find that people try to pigeonhole you as an artist because of your sexuality? I don't care. I really don't. You know, my focus always is to be the best person that I can be. You know, my focus is to create music that I connect to, is to tell my story through music, through art, through fashion, and try my best to be as authentic as possible, you know. And that's not going to be all the time, but, you know, my goal just going forward and for the rest of my life is to just, you know, be the best that I can be, and how somebody else sees me has nothing to do with me. And I think that's all the questions we have for today. Thank you all so much for watching. My name is Desiire, and you have watched my Off the Record session and interview. Thank you all so much for having me. You can find me on social media at Desiire Now, so DESIIRE Now. Twitter, Instagram, I'm on Spotify and all the streaming services under Desiire. So yeah, check me out.